Carolina Panthers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake. Tyler. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Off play action. Tyler, he sets to fire deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Tyler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. second down, here's Mahomes. And an alley to run. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They go play action here on first down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete as well. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, How come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Tyler. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 2 yards on the completion. It's second down. To throw on second down, Tyler. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Tyler. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. Couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Tyler. His throw incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun, Tyler. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. play action. It's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 59 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now a carry for Bernard. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Giovanni Bernard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken very short. Able to power through. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 1st down, Tyler. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Detroit!
From the gun, Tyler. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that is incomplete. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Watch it now, Barney!
On second down, McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Funches has it complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
No, check. Patriot! Leopard!
On the carry is Henderson. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Gun! All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. Shakes off the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And fighting down inside the 25. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Z! Ace!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
That'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Left, 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 left. Ace, ace. Huh.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Funchess. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. That goes for a gain of 31.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Off play action. Tyler. And they're going to get get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's complete. Bernard. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Left.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Leaves it for Penny. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Gun!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll look to throw here on first down. And Olsen over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
Back to throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Bernard. Finding room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big play there for KC. 42 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Ace! Ace!
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And an alley to run. Oh, some strong running. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Ace! 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 Slow! Check 4!
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He is going to find Hill here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here. For a good little gain. A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
They'll run here with Bernard. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. One receiver right is Watkins. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Gone!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On the toss, Bernard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Second and 10 now from the 27. On play action, they'll throw. Slide, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The Panthers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll look to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll drop the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Back to throw. Got some real estate inside the 30. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. K1 short. In there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And now running right through it. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He drops it off for Bernard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. As he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
Gano the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, Going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Minneapolis. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, You wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.